people of the world's governments are fed up and have lost trust. They're seeking out alternative economies to put their money to work, and as a result, decentralized finance is flourishing, and Konomi will be at the forefront of this evolution. In this video, I will be reviewing what exactly is the Konomi Network and how it will shape the way you borrow, lend, and transact funds forever. So without further ado, let's break this bad boy down.
If you actually want to change things, then it's no good fighting, right? That doesn't lead to anything. In fact, the way to change things is to create something new that obsoletes the existing order. The way to change things is to create something new that obsoletes the existing order. That obsoletes the existing order.
It's the crypto lifestyle, baby! Welcome back to yet another video. If this is your first time here, my name is Francis, and on this channel, we emphasize the importance of crypto mass adoption, decentralization, and other Bitcoin-related stuff that could bank us coin. So if you want to learn more, do that by subscribing and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Well, it's no secret, 2021 is the year of decentralized finance. We've gone through some growing pains throughout the years, and today, the DeFi industry has matured with fully operative applications and blockchains that offers an array of different decentralized protocols, ranging from decentralized wallets to decentralized exchanges and decentralized IoT applications. But today, with the emergence of decentralized lending and borrowing, these DeFi protocols are in extremely high demand, with market caps averaging in the billions. However, Konomi will stand out from the pack because it's much more than just lending and borrowing. Konomi is a full-fledged asset management solution for on-chain crypto assets. This is made possible because it's built on the substrate framework within the Polkadot network, which has interoperability capabilities, allowing users of this protocol to trade, lend, and borrow with a multitude of asset management tools. First of all, Konomi is a Web3 grant project and has three primary fully decentralized products. They're dubbed Konomi Land, Konomi Wallet, and Konomi Trade. But in order to appreciate these products, let's briefly touch upon the process on how centralized loans work. I mean, come on now, at some point in life, we all need to take a loan, right? You're not born with $10 million at birth. Common traditional loans, from centralized institutions consist of, the regular things like student loans, car loans, and of course, the more popular one, which is home mortgages, which all requires credit score reviews and some form of collateral. Furthermore, credit rate and bad debt rate are high, with loads of unnecessary paperwork, and frankly, the entire process can be complicated and extremely time-consuming. As stated earlier, banks are losing their trust among citizens of the world due to manipulative and internal corruption. Enter decentralized financial products through Konomi, who streamlines this process. They really do. For one, Konomi's decentralized lending protocol does not need any counterparty or middleman to conduct credit assessments and can directly build laws on the code. Konomi Decentralized Lending uses smart contracts to implement established rules, replacing centralized institutions with quote-unquote laws. Or in other words, the law and trust is within the code and not in a human being. Point number 2, transparency and fast execution. Decentralized lending platforms use smart contracts to ensure that the entire process is open and transparent, which is much more convenient and faster than the traditional and centralized lending products available in today's markets. Lastly, smart contract capabilities makes the Konomi protocol much more secure in a trustless system, because this doesn't allow the rights to any centralized authority to have full control and leverage over the borrower. Konomi uses blockchain features to achieve things like cost savings, solve trust issues, and reduce financial risks. Konomi also has more advanced lending protocol upgrades based on the current decentralized lending products that are currently on the markets right now. This does include improved transaction efficiency, precise exchange rate policies, and fair arbitrator decision-making mechanisms, which is made possible because it is on the Polkadot network, ladies and gentlemen. Their third product is called Konomi Land, which we kind of did touch upon this product here and there earlier in this video. But to iron out the kinks and explain it in greater detail, Konomi Land is a decentralized money market protocol for users to borrow and lend assets, which means it's pool-based. So for example, just like on Uniswap, guys, we have liquidity pools. The product is currently based on collateral debt position model. In the real world, this is based on credit scores and paying off your loan on time. The way Konomi solves this is with something called over-collateral loans, which means if I wanted to borrow off my own loan or asset, which is worth, let's say, 10 Ethereum, I'll have to put something like, say, 12 or 15 Ethereum as collateral, hence over-collateral, which, by the way, in most countries, loans are non-taxable. But I'm not a financial advisor. Okay, so do check your financial advisor when it comes to things of that nature. Much more information on this in future videos. But this is an extremely important milestone for crypto assets to have compound interest because this feature incentivizes users to hold the asset, pretty much how the rich does it with real estate. Again, more info on this in future videos. It's important to note Polkadot or DOT will be first supported as the default collateral since it's the native currency in the ecosystem. Konomi Land also has the capacity to become an alternative solution for the projects to raise DOT in exchange for their tokens. So for example, projects can accept DOT as collateral to borrow the native token issued by new projects and receive interest, as we see the likes of Aave lending and Compound protocols already doing this, and they have massive market caps in the billions. So investors of Kono Token should expect similar results in that regard, if you know what I'm saying. Speaking of the Konomi Token, or ticker Kono, what is the use case of this token? Well, it really comes down to three main functions, which are decentralized governance, user incentivization, and lastly, asset staking. Token holders would have say in tweaks or any new implementation of the Konomi protocol. So for example, pool staking fees, transaction fees, burn and liquidity mining ratio are initially set by the protocol in itself. However, token holders could update the numbers and the smart contract itself based on the voting process, and the Konomi team has decided to encourage users to participate in this process by securing some form of profit set aside to reward the voting participants as well. If you're in the DeFi space long enough, ladies and gentlemen, you know that liquidity for decentralized protocols is one of the most, if not the most important factor for adoption. Konomi knows this and has set up a liquidity mining program for users to add liquidity to pools. This will allow the user to earn Kono tokens for contributing to the protocol. Therefore, a large proportion of the Konomi tokens are reserved to encourage users to add liquidity to the platform and to use the products that will be readily available at launch, which will give the priority to those who are committed to the program for the long term. The third and last use case is asset staking. Konomi token could be staked to participate in the base layer consensus and earn system rewards. It is also the staking currency to share platform revenue and ensure that the debt positions are safe, so this plays a very important role within the platform while users are incentivized at the same time. So we went over the products and use cases of the token, but who is the team behind the Konomi Network? We first have COO Jaden Antonio, who has over 8 years of experience with tech startups, more notably in Singapore, playing an important figure in leading projects from the grassroots level to the mature phase, so he is an expert when it comes to growing businesses and startups in the technology industry. We also have the leading dev, John Wu, who is a substrate builders developer and technical ambassador of Polkadot and Substrate, and also has a bachelor's degree in mathematics, so it's safe to say the dude's a mathematician. At the helm, we have CEO Ariel Ho, who has 7 years of experience in tech startups, and before Konomi, she founded an indoor navigation solution company based on iBeacon Tech, which served for Singapore's largest supermarket chain. So in other words, my fellow crypto lifestylers, we're in some really good hands. So there you have it. Konomi is going to be an absolute force to be reckoned with and will make a big splash in the DeFi space. This is the project the cryptoverse will be hearing a heck of a lot more in the near future, and I can see this platform as the go-to DeFi multi-asset management money market protocol, lending and borrowing platform in the decentralized finance space, period. You could bet your bottom Satoshi I'll be following the developments of the Konomi Network and updating you guys whenever something pops up. Also, as I said, do be on the lookout for my lending and borrowing videos where most people are taking advantage of tax breaks due to borrowing against their assets via over-collateral strategies, and trust me, you don't want to miss those videos. So you know what? They didn't really much have to say other than, until the next video, you're on your own. Later.